Kat. So today I am making my first video, I guess, to go along with my makeup Instagram account. If you don't already follow, even though I guarantee all the people that are watching this are from there and they're all people I know, so this feels really awkward, but my Instagram account is KSJ Beauty with 2 Y's at the end. But anyways, so today it's kind of weird. I'm making my first makeup video, but I don't have any makeup on, but it's because I am just doing a favorites video. I feel this is a good spot to start, just to show what products I have liked for a really long time, or starting to like more, I guess. I'm just gonna go ahead and get right on into it. I'm gonna start kind of just like going through from like, I guess, priming the whole way to, I guess, setting spray. Honestly, that's just how we're gonna go through this. So the first thing I'm gonna start with is the primer. So the one I am recently really liking is the Too Faced Hangover Primer. I don't know if that's focusing or not. This is just a little sample one. I actually have gotten a few samples of these through like services like Ipsy, Sephora Play and stuff, and I tend to reach for this one more often. I just like how it makes my skin slightly tacky, but it's nothing crazy. I really dislike it is the Benefit Professional. I actually used to love this. I used to swear by it, but I realized when I was using it that it made the makeup on my nose separate and rub off really easy. Like, it just didn't work in those areas. So on my cheeks and my forehead and stuff, it worked really well, but on my nose specifically, it just made it look disgusting. But I really like this one. It kind of helps prevent that, and it works pretty well for me. The next thing I'm going to go on to is foundation. So I've been using this foundation for a while. I tend to try to go for more drugstore foundations, just because I don't like dishing out like $40 on a foundation that I'm not sure I'm gonna like or not. I understand you can do samples, but I really have to use it for a long time for me to know if I like it. I'm saying that now. I'm probably like a couple months down the line. Now all I'm gonna buy is like Too Faced Born This Way foundation or whatever. But as of right now, I've been really liking the Fit Me foundations, more specifically the dewy one, the dewy and smooth one. The mattify, I think it's matte and poreless is the other one. I like that one, but my skin tends to be, it's more of a combination skin, but I do get dry. In my T-zone, I'm dry but also oily at the same time, and that one will just cling on to like my flakes of skin on my nose and stuff and make it not look nice. So that's why I go for the dewy and smooth one. This is actually pretty cheap. I think it's like $5.64. Like, that's a really random like thing to remember, but I'm pretty sure that's like how much it is at Walmart. This one's in the color buff beige number 130. I think that's gonna be backwards for you, but that's just the shade I'm using right now because I'm slightly less pale than normal. And this one, I found it's not like the best foundation by any means. You can feel it on your skin kind of, and it doesn't wear for extremely long, but I honestly think it works well enough for me to keep purchasing it. It's a little bit on the heavy, like, you can feel it on your skin still, but it's nothing like too crazy that's like extremely uncomfortable. I have tried foundations in the past that literally feel like you're putting glue on your face. Like, it's so thick and gross. It blends in with it blends to the skin pretty nicely, and honestly for the price, it's pretty good. It also has SPF in it, which is really, really nice, especially for people who are really into making sure they have their SPF coverage. So the next thing is concealer. So I actually couldn't find the concealer that I really like because I haven't been using it because it's too late for me and I haven't been anywhere to buy the more appropriate shade. But the one concealer I really like is the Makeup Revolution concealer. If I'm able to insert a picture, I will. One that I could show you that I also really like is the Milani Conceal and Perfect concealer. Looks like that. Milani products are actually really nice. They're of a nicer brand that you can get in the drugstore. This one says it's a long wear concealer, which I can totally agree upon. Like, this stuff sets really, really nicely. It doesn't sink into my pores that badly, and it really helps brighten the under eye areas when you're doing more like full glam makeup. It's really good when you use that, but it's also nice just to cover up like just a couple pimples, like here you go and go type stuff. This one, I have the shade Light Natural, and it's a little bit lighter, but I like to buy mine like a shade or two lighter for when I do highlight and stuff. It is a more full coverage concealer, because those are just the ones I prefer. I know I've seen this in a comparison video to the Tarte Shape Tape. I've never tried that concealer. I know this one's been compared to it. So has the one e.l.f. one. I hate the one e.l.f. concealer. It is just dry. Like, as soon as it hits your skin, it just dries. And you can't get it to move. And it dries out everything. That's just how my experience was with it. And I just hated it. But yes, this is one that I really enjoy. Next thing is powder. I kind of just use whatever powder I have at the moment. There's not one that I extremely love, but one that I really do like for baking is the Coty Airspun. This one's really old. It looks really dirty, but I really like this one if you can get past the smell. The smells and stuff really don't bother me unless it smells like chemicals. This one kind of just smells like old lady perfume, which it really doesn't bother me that bad. Once you kind of set it and stuff, the smell goes away. This one's really good for baking your under eyes and everything like that, and you can just use a little bit too, just to overall powder your face. This one also has it was really cheap. I think it's like $5.94 or something for this whole thing, and it honestly lasts you a really long time. It comes with a powder puff in it. I think I ended up throwing mine out because it just got gross, but if you like when your makeup comes with tools already built in, this came with a puff. Yeah, with it, it helps absorb oils for the most part. Like, obviously you do need to touch up if you're going for like a long day, but honestly just for a few hours, like, this really does the job. Okay, so next I'm gonna go into bronzing / contouring. I mean, I don't really contour, but if I kind of use it more as a bronzer. I actually have this Anastasia Beverly Hills, oh, there it is. Anastasia Beverly Hills stick foundation, but I just got it in I got a dark shade compared to my skin tone. This one is the shade Espresso. I got this to contour with because I do like contouring with creams, and honestly this being in a this one being in a stick form, it actually makes it a lot easier to get more precise into places and be able to place it more smoothly, I think, rather than picking up something on a brush. It blends out really, really easily too. You can use anything to blend it out. You can use a beauty blender, your fingers, a makeup brush, anything like that, and it sets, and it just works really well for it. And then for a powder, as everyone else's, the Hoola bronzer. This is just a little sample one, but the Hoola bronzer, it's a really nice one as well. I'm not the first person to say that in the world. It's just a nice overall color. That's all I got for it. Next thing is blush. The one blush I really like is actually broken, but it is the Tarte, I think it's like the Tarte Clay maybe blush. This is in the shade Party. Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush, that's what it's called. This is the shade Party. I really like this one. I just like the color, how it looks on my skin tone, and I do like how it's like pigmented enough. Like, some blushes are way too pigmented. You put just a little bit on your brush, you tap the crap out of it off, and it just still looks like you just stamped your face with like a pink marker. This one is just like pigmented enough that it just is like a nice little flush on your cheeks, I guess. I'm really bad explaining stuff, but that's why I really like this one. I don't know how much this is, and I just really, really enjoy this one. The highlighters, my favorite highlighters are probably from ColourPop. They're their Super Shock. This one's in this shade Flexitarian. It's a pearlized Super Shock. I really like how these wear, and it's so cool. Like with them, if you put it on lightly, it kind of just gives you a glow, but if you wet your brush and put it on, it's like blinding highlight. Like they're so versatile in that way. They're really cheap, and overall just really like the ColourPop brand. So with the cheap price tag, like it's so nice because you can get so many colors in it. I love like my Anastasia Beverly Hills like palettes. I have like the Moonchild palette and the Aurora palette, and those are also really nice. We're gonna go on to the eye region. I don't prime my eyelids because when I put on my concealer, I already leave that on there and I use that as a primer, so I don't have one to recommend for that. So we'll go on to eyeshadows. So two palettes that I really like. One I've been using forever. It's the, you can tell because of how it looks. It is the Morphe 35N palette. It honestly just has like all the colors you need. Like they're all mattes, but like it has every transition color for like whatever you're gonna do. And honestly, the Morphe formula is just so great. It's so blendable. I don't experience too much fallout on it. Like some colors like blacks and stuff, they have a little bit more fallout on them. But for the most part, they're just overall really good. And especially when you can get a palette at such a low price point, they're just really great and really great quality. And a new love of mine is a more colorful palette. It would be the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette. Let me show you. So this is what it looks like. The Jeffree Star formula is literally so creamy and so nice. Like I can't get over it. Like I want all his palettes now. I've just been really enjoying this one. And for anyone who knows me, I like to do brighter looks most of the time, and this, honestly, you can just create so much in this palette. And I know that's what he said when he made it, was that he wanted it to, it's his version of a rainbow palette, but also it could be like your one-time use palette, like how it you see it still has a couple like nude type colors, and it has like it just has all the colors that you would need to complete like so many different looks. So that's why I really like this one. It's just so versatile. Eyeliners. So for a liquid eyeliner, I'm just showing you this little sample size one because my full one, all the lettering and stuff came off of it. But it is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. I do experience some pigmentation problems with it, but actually putting on the eyeliner, it is the best to get the sharpest wings and stuff, because I know it won't pick up, but the bristles on it, it looks like it'd be a felt tip, but they're actual hair, like brush hairs. So it really helps get everything, like you just really get in and like fine tune every little part of it. Sometimes I'll have to go in with like a more pigmented eyeliner on like certain spots, because sometimes it won't like sheen, I don't even know, but like it just won't look matte and intense. So sometimes I have to go over it. For application wise, like it's the best for like getting super sharp fine lines. For a pencil, I actually didn't even know what brand it was until I was looking for it, because I just know it by the shape of it. It's the one I really like. This is the Smashbox Always On Gel Liner. This is in the shade Fishnet. Let's see if it'll pick up. Maybe not. But yeah, it's just a standard pencil liner. I just really like how easily it glides on for me. I personally really like it. It kind of does smudge a little bit, but honestly, I really haven't found a pencil liner that doesn't. It's just gonna happen. Next, I'll go on to mascara. I have had a very long journey with mascaras. I try all the I try so many different mascaras, and I don't know why, because I literally always go back to the same one that I've been using literally since like 6th grade. Me and my mom always say that like we don't even know why we end up trying different ones, because we know we just won't like it as much as this one. So my favorite one is the Falsies mascara by Maybelline. This one is just always does the best for me. I just always love how it makes my eyelashes look it always gives them like the length, like it just gives them the volume and length that I like, and I can't find one that I honestly like better than it. One other one that I found that I do kind of like is the Bang Bang Mascara by maybe Benefit. I don't remember the brand. I tried that one and I liked it, but I didn't love it. But I always try different ones, and this is the one I always end up liking. I'm not a fan. I don't understand all the hype behind the Better Than Sex mascara. I think it's kind of average. This one I just like the best, and I like the shape of the brush. It kind of scoops, if you can kind of see that, and the bristles just kind of get in there. I don't know, it just works the best for me, and always has, apparently. Next we'll go on to lashes. My favorite lash style are the Wispy 700s by Ardell. That's just a kind of random one I thought I'd throw in. These ones, I like how they look the best. I like that they have the clear band, which is essential for me in eyelashes. I don't like ones with thick, bulky bands on them. I like the clear bands just because they're the easiest to apply to me, and they look the nicest on, and they stay down the best. This style in particular I really like just because they are super long, but they're not too full that it kind of looks like your eyelashes are gonna fly off your face. So that's why I really like those ones. To go with lashes, my favorite lash glue. It looks really gross, so please excuse it because I'll just try to cover up the gross spots. But it's the Broadway Black, I guess it's just eyelash glue. This one honestly makes mine stick the best. For clear eyelash glue, I really like, it's by Kiss. It's their Strip Lash Adhesive with Aloe. It's clear. That's another one I really like. I like using, almost always I wear eyeliner, so I always use the black one when I wear eyeliner because you kind of don't see it. But sometimes if I'm doing a look and I don't wear eyeliner with it, I'll just settle for the Kiss one since it is clear and you won't see it if it moves around a little bit. But the one by Broadway, I know it's like a really cheap, like I think it's like $1 or something like that, but that one honestly just gets the stickiest and just stays down the best for me, and it has for like a while now. After that, I guess I should have done that before, with eyebrows. I really don't have a favorite eyebrow product. I haven't found one that I loved, I guess. The one I've been using recently is the Brow Gal. I guess there's their pencil. This one's in medium brown. I could use a shade darker, but this one, I like the packaging on it because it has a spoolie and the pencil, and the lid on it's actually a sharpener. I like that. I don't know what I need in a brow product, honestly. I used to exclusively only use eyebrow powders. That's all I used to use, but I've now kind of ventured more into pencils just because I think they just it helps give sharper lines for your eyebrows, I guess. With the powders, they're not as easy to control. I just like how natural it made them look. For eyebrow pomades, I really haven't found one I liked. I know I could probably go to Sephora, buy the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow and love it, but I don't know why I haven't done it. But all other pomades I've used just made my eyebrows look blotchy and gross, and I just did not like how they ended up looking. So that's why I always tried to stay to the more natural side with powders. But now that I'm starting to like pencils more, maybe I'll give pomades a chance, but I don't know. Next would be lips. I don't really use lip liners, so I don't have one to recommend. But for liquid lipsticks type, I really like the Liquid Lips by Anastasia. This one's in the shade Catnip, and I really also like this one. This is like my favorite nude, which is in the color, ooh, I just threw it, Pure Hollywood. I like the formula of these. They don't dry my lips down and crack them that bad. I honestly, I wish I could say I love them, but I honestly just don't love the Kylie ones. They're kind of just too dry for me and make my lips kind of cracky and gross, and I just don't like how they look. This one works pretty well, and I also like the ColourPop ones. I kind of have the same dry problem with them, but it's honestly not as bad. But ColourPop satin liquid lipsticks, I love them. So they don't wear as long as the matte ones, but they still look really nice and they stay intact pretty well. I don't have like favorite lip glosses either. I mean, actually I do. The ones I actually recently found that I liked, I totally lied before, was the ColourPop lip glosses. This one is, I don't have a color on it, the sticker. Oh, it's in Snow. It kind of rubbed off. But this one's in the shade Snow, and I also really like the Makeup Revolution lip glosses too. I like a sparklier lip glosses rather than like just a plain gloss. I like them to have some glitter to them. So these ones are good also for the price, as I've been saying throughout this entire time. And for the last step, my favorite setting sprays. So I honestly can't even tell you if any of these setting sprays work. I honestly don't even know how to tell, but just from use, I really like the Morphe Continuous Spray. Yeah, I like this one. I honestly just like how it sprays on. It doesn't like hit you in the face super hard like some sprays do. Also some other good ones. I think I like Milani Make It Dewy. It kind of, when I put on this one, it kind of helps the really powdery look that sometimes I'll get if I put too much like bake on and stuff, or if I put too much on my face. It kind of helps, you know, smooth that down a little bit and not make it look as like powdery, I guess. But same with the Morphe one. I think the main thing I like about the Morphe one is that it just, how it goes on. Hold on. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it or anything, but when it goes on, it just like is a nice mist. And the smell is actually kind of nice too. It has a scent, but it's nothing like too crazy, and it doesn't linger. So yeah, I think that is everything. So those are all my favorites I have to share with you guys. I really appreciate you guys watching, and please subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more, and please leave comments down below. Maybe give me some video ideas about what you guys would like to see, or anything, honestly, or anything I could even improve on. I don't know, I'm still new to this, but yeah, thank you guys for watching, and yeah, that's all I got. Bye.